talk about a topic related to working out that I haven't discussed, and that's goal setting and how to do it. Now, one thing that most people don't do when they track their progress of working out is they don't keep a journal, or they don't write anything down. Like I just use a piece of paper and I scratch off, numbers of sets. Okay, like I have for working sets, like a 5x5, and I'll, cross off each set, and then like for goals attained, I'll have okay, I got wait, it's at the bottom here, the 315 for 20 on the super squats that I actually. So what I'll do is I'll track my progress. I'll write some stuff down, and I'll also use this for volume too. I'll keep kind of like a tally of each set when I'm doing working volume. So that's one thing that people don't do is they don't track anything on paper, which they should. Okay, so that's thing number one. Track your progress, written, or you can log it on a computer too, whatever works. But yeah, that's the first thing. Second thing I want to talk about is two essential things that you need when working out that nobody else discusses either. And that is having a process goal and a product goal. Okay, and let me break down what each one of those, means initially. So your process goal, one of my process goals after coming off of being sick and losing motivation mentally was to get focused on working out again and work out 5 days a week. Okay, that's a process. That's something habitual that you strive to do. Like you strive to, whatever that may be for you. Let's say you're running a 3 or 4 day program or whatever works most optimal for you, right? Work out X amount of days. That's a process. Get up at this time, to either go to the gym or the home gym. That's a process goal. That's something habitual. And also to be intrinsically motivated again. That was something that I also strove to do, which I am now again as well. So to get myself physically in the swing of it and mentally in the swing of it, that was a process goal, something habitual that you do. Now, the other goal is a product goal. For example, me running the super squats program was to get to the 315 for 20 super squats and doing the 20 rep squat set with 315. Now, part of my ego was thinking, maybe I could get even more than that, but 315 at the moment is more than enough. Maybe next year, if I decide to run that program again, I'm pretty sure I could probably get more than that as a 20 rep squat max. But I was pretty damn happy with pulling that off. Completely beltless. A 20 repper to parallel depth powerlifting style reps. I was quite happy with that. Like I said, I jumped the gun a little bit, but I knew. But here's another thing too. If you do decide to jump, don't be afraid to jump the gun when you set your goals, but still make sure they're rational. And let me illustrate that by saying when I got 295 for 24 repetitions, I was pretty damn sure that 315 was there for exactly 20. And it was. I took a chance and it was exactly there. But I calculated for each rep, that would be about 10 pounds approximately. So I was within that ballpark. But that might be a little bit different for you guys. So if you do decide to jump the gun on a product goal, make sure it's somewhat rational. But your fitness goals should always be rational at the current time, regardless of what those may be. And a product goal can be something else too, right? It can be like weight loss, for instance. It doesn't always have to be like lift a certain amount of weight, X given reps and stuff like that. And that was one of the things I was lacking in my workouts prior to getting sick, is I was kind of just, there's nothing wrong with trying to build up your 5x5 total and stuff like that, but I feel like I gotta have a little bit more than that as an actual product goal. I feel like I have to produce more per workout, like a given rep or set that is like, okay, I just did that amount of weight for X amount of reps or whatever, and that's what the super squats did. It got me intrinsically motivated. So I feel that whatever you do with your workouts, you should always have a product goal. of some sort. So your process goal, that's habitual, going to the gym, 3 to 5 days a week or whatever. And then your product goal, lifting X amount of weight, maybe getting back into the groove of doing a certain lift again, that could be a product goal as well, like start deadlifting, and build up to a total of, 500 pounds in a given time frame like I did last year. That was a product goal that I achieved last year. And always take time to revise your goals and set on a new goal path after you achieve your goal. Like for example, I was kind of in limbo about what I was going to do after, achieving the 350 in super squats for 20, which is, the 20 rep squat set. And I was like, what should I do? Should I run this bastardized squat program that I came up with that sounds really appealing and try and beat the super squat max maybe? Or should I go on a new path? And I think it's going to be ideal to go on a new path, and that's going to be to build up to a beltless paused ATG squat at 405, which my previous beltless paused ATG squat is 375. And we're talking about a true, pause squat in the hole, 1,000 up, But I'm going to be doing various counts as well. I'm going to be pausing for 2 counts, 3 counts, 4 counts, 5 counts, 10 counts, various counts in the hole. My goal is to get really good at pause squats and utilize back squats with working sets, working singles, back offsets, SSB, front squat, you name it, and get really good at bottom pull strength, because I feel that I've built the most strength in the squat at the top. I feel like I'm very, I'm quad dominant at the top, but I could use a little bit more of that glute ham drive at the bottom, maybe build that up again. Okay? And so I have a couple goals when it comes to this new phase. My process goals, I still want to work out 5 days a week, and I'm going to keep doing that, right? And another process goal that I have, this is also a process goal because it's habitual. I think I said this wrong. I want to get back into the groove of deadlifting again. So I want to deadlift maybe a top set at least every week or every other week. That is also a process goal because I want to do it X amount of times. I think every week or every other week is probably going to be more feasible for my recovery. So every other week I want to work up to a top deadlift set. That's process goal, along with working out 5 days a week. Product goal is to build up to the beltless 405 ATG pause squat. And we're going to, like I said, set some other PRs probably along the way with that, like with 10-second pause squats and, etc. Different counts in the whole. Now, another thing that you got to remember too is, in terms of your product goals, you should always have less product goals than you should process goals. Okay? Because process goals is, being in the rut of it, getting, the habit there, working out 5 days a week, whatever. But you don't want to have like a huge list of product goals. You don't want to have your product goals be, I want to deadlift 650, freaking squat 550, and bench 440 while losing 50 pounds of body fat. Not going to happen. You're not going to be able to have a million product goals at once. Focus on maybe 1 or 2 product goals max during a workout phase, and I guarantee you that you will see results. Like, it's guaranteed that you're going to see results because you're focusing on that one goal. And that's where, like, Butenhagen on his videos, he had, was telling people to specialize in their exercise. Yeah, there's some cons to that. If that's the only lift that you're doing, that entire workout. But there are some benefits of making whatever your main goal is, the main focus of your workout, and maybe putting a few other things on the back burner. Like, okay, maybe if your goal is to really bring up your grip strength and have, a freaking 500-pound double overhand, no hook grip deadlift, maybe one of your goals should be to focus on that more, maybe do a couple extra sets versus doing 5 sets of curls. Maybe just do 2 sets of curls. Like put something else on the back burner and do a little bit less of another thing to focus on the main goal and task that's at hand, the main product goal. So that's about all I have to say. I might have kind of rambled with it, but I hope that you guys get the main gist of it. For your process goals, make those goals habitual. Be about getting in the groove, and then have your product goals be things that are reachable and attainable and specific. And don't put a million goals on the list. Just focus on a few goals at a time, and stay focused. So that's just all I have to say on that. So I hope some of you guys get some takeaway from it. And like I said, those are three helpful things that are helping me, regain, the muscle and strength that I've lost, and also to stay motivated and trying. I'm tracking things with the paper, focusing on 1 or 2 product goals at a time, and I'm getting in with the process goals as well of working out 5 days a week. So if there's any clarification, anything that sounds fuzzy to you guys, you can just, in the comment section ask me a question. But I think this is the best way to go about achieving whatever type of fitness goals you guys have. Or you could also apply these components to other goals or things that you may want to achieve in life, whatever those may be. So I hope everybody has a great day, and stay tuned for the next journey and the next main product goal.